Parents, welcome to BLW Store. In this video, we're going to compare two HiPP formulas, HiPP Comfort and HiPP Anti-Reflux. So if you're someone who has a baby and you're having some problems because he or she is not digesting everything correctly, and you have chosen HiPP as your go-to brand, which is great decision. Okay, you're going to find that there are three formulas. Okay, but usually people tend to compare these two, comfort versus anti-reflux. So if you're choosing or trying to decide between these two, this video is for you. I'm going to make it very simple, very straightforward. As always, I have our article here, and we're going to go straight to the points. Okay, so scrolling down, we have a table with the key differences and similarities between these two formulas. All HiPP formulas are very, very similar. So they have the same prebiotics, same probiotics, and same type of ingredient sourcing. Okay, so if you worry about one being different than the other in terms of ingredients, organic ingredient sourcing, etc., all of them, both of them are the same. Now, the main two differences between these two formulas are these: the protein source and the carbohydrate source. Okay, so one, if we take a look here at the primary need, one says HiPP Comfort says that is for digestive issues such as colic or constipation, and then HiPP Anti-Reflux says that is for reflux or regurgitation. Now, why is this? Because of this, the protein source of HiPP Comfort is hydrolyzed whey protein. So, and HiPP Anti-Reflux is skim milk and whey. So they both use the same type of milk, but HiPP Comfort uses hydrolyzed whey protein from the skim milk that Anti-Reflux uses. Okay, what does this mean? Hydrolyzed protein is partially hydrolyzed, not extensively, because if it was extensively hydrolyzed, it would be for allergies. However, if it's hydrolyzed, it means that the protein molecules have been broken down, and that basically means that the digestive process is easier for those babies who have problems digesting cow's milk protein. And this happens to many babies, okay? And these can, have some digestive issues, bad digestions, crying, these type of things. So HiPP Anti-Reflux doesn't use hydrolyzed whey protein, uses normal skim milk and whey protein added. Okay. Now the carbohydrate source, Comfort both use lactose, but Comfort has reduced lactose and adds organic maltodextrin on top. This is also to cater for those babies who have problems, or let's say sensitivities, to digesting lactose. Okay, so it can be, it's not lactose intolerance, it's sensitivity, to lactose. And anti-reflux only uses lactose. Okay, so now you may think, so what makes HiPP anti-reflux? Because this seems like a normal, normal nutrition formula. Well, this over here, right? The only thing that anti-reflux does is to add a natural thickener. So it's a thicker formula, and this means that it's plant-based. By the way, this thickener is plant-based, and what it does is it gets into the stomach, and since it's thicker, it's harder to push out. Okay, so that's why basically it's anti-reflux, because that ingredient. Okay, the rest is basically the same as any other formula. Okay, so that's it. So our short answer, for you to have a clear idea of what to do. Okay, let's read this. So HiPP Anti-Reflux is more natural in a way, meaning that it doesn't use any other ingredients apart from the ones extracted from milk. That's it. Okay, and the only thing it adds is this natural thickener, and that's it. Okay. Now HiPP Comfort has reduced lactose, adding organic maltodextrin for lactose sensitivities and hydrolyzed proteins for babies with cow's milk protein sensitivities. So if you don't know which one to choose first, Well, the first thing always is to go to your doctor, to your pediatrician, sorry, and know your baby's needs. But if you don't know and you've been, feeding your baby a normal formula, let's say, another HIP stage one or Kendamil or other brand that is not specialized in digestive needs as HIP is, then and your baby has been suffering from reflux or regurgitation, then of course your first option would be HIP anti-reflux. If after a week your baby suffers from other types of digestive needs, then we recommend to make the change to HiPP Comfort. However, if you're coming from a formula, from another standard formula, and your baby is having reflux, and apart from reflux, is also having other types of digestive issues, like constipation or pain or things like that, then we would make the change to HIPP Comfort directly and see where it goes from there. So HIPP Comfort is a great formula, even though it uses reduced lactose. It has organic maltodextrin, which is the of all the carbs apart from lactose that you can add to a formula, maltodextrin is the best, and if it's organic, of course, even better. Okay, that's it. I mean, it's that simple. So if you have any questions, if you need whatever, just leave a comment below, and we'll be happy to answer. We'll usually answer in 1 or 2 days. Okay, or you can also get to our website, and we have a contact form over here, which is you leave you fill this up, or you write an email to Alberto, which is me, or Maria, my wife, and ask us whatever, and we'll be very happy to help you out. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye bye.